If you've been watching this channel for a while, you may have noticed one thing that stays very, very consistent, and that is my watch. In fact, this is the only watch that I own at the moment. It's the only watch I particularly desire to wear. So I thought I would finally make a video telling you the story of this watch, why it's so important to me, and why I only wear one, and if I have any plans to change that in the future. So first, the story of the watch. This watch has been in my family since 1951. This was actually presented as a retirement gift to my great-granddad. His name was William Lawley. He worked in a factory, very humble kind of background. He worked at a place called Wellington Tube Works in England. And when he retired in the early 50s, he was presented this watch. Now, this watch made its way to me when I was around 17 years old, and it was my grandma who gave it to me. Now, at the time, this thing, I think, had either been in the attic or in a cupboard and really forgotten about. It was in an odd box and it wasn't working. It was very dusty and rusty and just really not that impressive, to be honest. But I definitely felt an attachment to the watch. I got it cleaned up, I got it working, and I began to wear it. In my late teens, my early 20s, I don't think I appreciated the watch as much as I do now. I would wear, a designer watch or a Seiko and wear this watch sometimes, but I think my sensibilities in terms of style weren't quite as classic as they are today, and I didn't have an appreciation for the timeless qualities of this watch back then. But I really began to wear it a lot more once I began my channel. Once I began talking about classic style, I gravitated to this timepiece time and time again, pardon the pun. And I found that a lot of people were very intrigued by the wristwatch. Not only people in the comments, but also people in real life. So many times have I been sitting at a bar and I've had my hands up on the bar and somebody's noticed the watch and asked me about it. In fact, that's probably happened more around this watch than any other item or piece of clothing I've ever worn. And what I love about the watch is that there truly is a story behind it. I believe I'm the fourth man in my family to wear it. My dad never wore it, but I believe that my grandfather did, and I believe that my uncle did as well. So it feels great to carry a part of your family legacy on your wrist. And, in terms of value, the market value of the watch is probably like $1,000. The brand, it's called Bernex. It's a Swiss brand. It is a Swiss watch, but this company is actually no longer even around. So it's definitely not one of the more well-known brands like Omega or Rolex, but that doesn't matter because even though it's a relatively inexpensive watch, the sentimental value that it has to me is absolutely priceless. So I can wear this watch anywhere. I don't have to worry about it being stolen particularly, but if I lost it, then I know I would absolutely be heartbroken. And that's rare for me because typically I don't get too sentimental over objects. I don't get too attached to material things. But I suppose this watch represents something for me that goes far beyond the material. It's really like carrying a part of my family on my wrist. Much in the same way that a gentleman might feel about his signet ring, that's how I feel about my wristwatch. I sincerely hope that one day in the future, I'll be able to pass this watch down to my son, and he will be able to pass it down to his son, and so on. Only time will tell. Now, watches like this aren't the easiest to repair and maintain. I recently invested a bit of money into getting this thing back up and running again and getting it professionally cleaned and polished. And I have to say, I'm really, really happy with the way that the watch is looking and performing lately. An interesting feature of this watch is it is a manual winding watch. So every day you have to turn the dial and set the time. Something about the ritual of doing that every day that I find very grounding. It's definitely a moment of presence. And it's kind of like the early morning shave for me. It's just one of those habit that is a cornerstone, it's a foundation of my life now. I also like that it has this tangible aspect of, I feel very connected with the watch because of that manual nature. If it's an automatic watch, you can wear it, fall asleep in it, shower in it, dive in it, swim in it, and never really have to touch it. So I think I have a more intimate relationship with the watch because of that. I also have to be careful with this watch. It's by no means waterproof. I wouldn't wear it in the shower. I wouldn't wear it to the beach. I have to be careful about the situations in which I will wear this. And I do take it off to go to sleep at night as well. So because I'm taking the watch on and off quite a lot, I think that's also deepened my relationship with this timepiece. Another quirky kind of feature about this watch is the expanding bracelet. Now, back in the 50s and 60s, this was actually pretty common on a wristwatch, but it's definitely not something that you see today. One of the reasons I like it is because whether my wrist goes up or down in size, I never have to get it adjusted. And also if somebody else wants to try on the watch, often if somebody compliments it, I'll take it off, give it to them, show it to them, offer if they would like to try it on, and then it fits everybody. The dial is actually very, very small on this. I believe it's 28 millimeters, or maybe even less. I personally have relatively small wrists, so that works for me. It suits me. My dad wears this beautiful Breitling, but I know that I'll never be able to wear that even if he gives it down to me, because the dial is simply massive. It just looks ridiculous and completely disproportionate to me. So why only one watch? Well, at this time in my life, I love the simplicity of it. It's such a unique piece. The piece is so intrinsically mine and part of my family's identity that it's hard for any other watch to really live up to that standard, even if it's a more expensive watch, even if the watch is actually of higher quality. It's never going to have the same kind of sentimental value that this timepiece does for me. However, as I mentioned, this watch does have its limitations. I can't get this one wet. I can't wear it swimming. It's not as durable as perhaps, a Rolex sub might be. So I can definitely see myself in the future investing in other timepieces and expanding my collection. And that way I can also pass those timepieces down to my children, just as my great-grandfather did pass this one down to me. But for now, it's definitely removed that burning desire to keep accumulating, to keep buying watches. I'm simply very happy with the one I have, and I know that I will be for a long time. And even if I do choose to add new pieces to my collection and start wearing a variety of wristwatches, I know this will always be number one. I hope you've enjoyed hearing the story of my timepiece. If you have a wristwatch that is particularly important to you, I would absolutely love to hear about that down in the comments. And if you want to be part of a community and a network of modern gents who share your appreciation for classic timepieces, classic style, and what it means to live as a modern gentleman today, then you will find those friendships, those potential business connections over in our private network. You'll find the link to join that down in the description. We have a network. It's there for friendship. It's there for business connections. It's there as a way to learn and grow together. Not only can you join me and the other gents on weekly live video calls, often with special guests like Raphael Schneider or Jack Crucial of Lethal Gentleman, but we also have members meeting up together in person all over the world, from Sydney, Australia, over to Chicago. So if that sounds like something you'd like to be a part of, check out the link in the description and I'll see you in there.